Hello, hypothetical audience, and welcome to my corner of the internet on this lovely Bellinate.
Yes. So, it's been a while since we've watched movies because other things have happened in our lives. Mostly
Cold Steel.
Mostly Trails of Cold Steel, which has consumed our lives. But we finally watched the next movie in our Disney animated canon.
Just Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp.
You did not seem like you were at all enthralled or enthused at all with this film. So please, explain yourself, kiddo.
Alright, put me on the spot, okay.
Yeah, I mean, who else am I going to put on the spot? Princess? All Princess reacted to the movie was when Lady's going,
Yeah, no,
she was just staring at the screen.
Yeah, because like at the beginning when Lady's a puppy, she like sounds like an actual puppy. Like they use recordings of a puppy, and so Princess was just like walking up to the screen. Her like ears were standing up. She's just like, "What's going on?" But Lady and the Tramp, I feel it is not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. Let me get that out of the way.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Because I don't know, I just have never really been a fan of the movie. Like, even when I was a kid watching it, I always thought it was kind of boring. Now, I like Lady, I like Butch, which is the actual Tramp's name, and, I like a lot of the other characters.
I mean, he has a different name depending on where it goes. It's just what Tony and Joe call him. Which I didn't know was actually what they called him. Until the subtitles. I didn't hear a B, I heard a P. I thought they were just calling him Pooch or like Poochie. And I was like, oh.
Makes sense.
Never mind, I guess his name is Butch. Alright.
But I found the movie to be kind of weird with its pacing. Especially like the halfway point where it's like, okay, so Lady, the baby comes in, and then Aunt Sarah comes in, and then the cats, which we'll get to that, the cats come in, and she escapes, and then Tramp's like, okay, we need to get this muzzle off, and then immediately after, it's just like, oh, and then they're falling in love now, and then, and then they're in love, and then she goes to the pound, which is pretty fucked up for a dog lover, especially when Nutsy goes through the one-way door. And then it's like, oh no, they're not in love anymore because Tramp is a tramp. But then the rat that was in like the first 5 minutes of the film shows up. He's like, hey, I'm just some fucking asshole who's gonna eat a kid or something. And then Tramp
that is like, generally how rats talk, yeah.
And then Tramp be like, no. And it was like, it just felt, at times it felt rushed. And at times it just, like, the pacing just feels off. I feel like everything up until Lady and Tramp, like, meet up, like, when she escapes from, like, Aunt Sarah, I feel like that's actually paced pretty decently, but I feel like everything after that's very haphazard. It's like, I like these characters. I think it's fine. It definitely doesn't look like the best Disney movie. It feels kind of like how I described Dumbo is
certainly a film.
It's certainly a film, and it's also just, it feels like a lower budget kind of film. And it was just, it's a movie that I really don't have a lot of like feelings towards. I just kind of like, when we were done watching it, I was just kind of like, okay. For me, it was certainly a film. But for you, I love this movie.
It's Lady and the Tramp.
Okay.
Am I going to disagree with a lot of what you said? Maybe not, because the pacing at times feels a little off, but
Hi, dog.
I feel like you get a nice montage between the two of them, like after their date at Tony's, where you just see them kind of enjoying the city together, enjoying the nightlife. There's a really nice shot where you see them on a hill, and then it kind of slowly zooms out, and you see like there's a couple in a carriage, there's another couple in a carriage, and then the two of them sitting next to each other. It's just very sweet. The pound scene is just, it just makes you a little uncomfortable. I like that.
Hi, dog.
Big old parasite, just running the video. You're a doggo.
She's like, joke's on you, I'm into this. Keep rubbing. Her tongue's starting to hang out.
Yes, she is, you big old fluffy piece of crap. But you like being talked to like that, don't you? It doesn't mean you're smiling. You got a big old smile. It doesn't matter what I say to you if I say it like this. Ain't that right, Borkman? Oh, now she's... Oh, nope, now she's... Oh, right in the tramps. Wow, the actual... Whoa! What a perfectly aimed shot! And then she just left! She actually kicked you in the balls and ran off!
That's my girl! I need to like
I like Lady and the Tramp. I'm sorry, I can't even talk about the movie after seeing that. After seeing a tramp swim!
What are you looking at, cat?
I like the movie. The spaghetti scene is iconic. It's precious. I like the Tramp as a character. He's just a likable little hooligan. He's a nice guy. You got Lady. She's a sweet girl. It's not really gonna win like any awards for me or anything, but I'd probably give it like a solid B. What about you? What is your off-screen ranking for this film?
It hurt. She really hit me hard, Josh. It's not even a joke.
I know. I saw it. I'm gonna assume C tier.
C.
All right. C for this. Never mind. All right. Well, we'll do Sleeping Beauty, which we also watched today when Clay can set up. Bye.
Hold on. No, I'm good. Hold on a second.